Hi everybody, it's Lance Mohr. Just wanted to go over the market statistics for March. Looks like we had a good month, which is normal. March is always a very good month in real estate, and I know this could be hard to see for a lot of people, especially if you're viewing it on YouTube with the distortion, but I'm just going to go over it. Here we are in March right here. Now, I know I say this about every month, but this is for Hillsborough County. If you're looking in Land O'Lakes or Wesley Chapel, areas of Wesley Chapel, I would definitely look at the Hillsborough counties and pay more attention to these statistics than I would Pasco, because Pasco, if I pulled the Pasco statistics, they're not nearly as good, because most of the areas in Pasco, or a good majority of them, are going to be much slower and not have as much movement, because you have areas like Hudson and areas like Port Richie and stuff like that, and areas in Zephyrhills, Dade City, etc. So I would look at the Hillsborough County because it's a little bit more of a robust market. And overall, if you look at the couple things that stand out, sales really peaked up quite a bit from last month. You could see a little over 1,007 last month in February, and then you have a 1,247, big increase. March is always, as I say, a really good month. The first half of March was very slow, though. Not just myself, but a lot of title companies, realtors, mortgage bankers, etc. But the second half, it really started to pick up, and it's continually going through. In April is turning out to be a very good month. I think we're going to slow down a little bit more in the next week or so, because we have tax returns due tomorrow on the 15th, and we have Easter coming up, so it'll be a little bit slower. So the main thing is, in looking at this, a couple things to point out, especially in the solds. You see right here, this is solds. Last month, 8% of the homes that sold were short sales. That's the lowest level it's been. It's been lingering for about the past year between 17, and last month it got to 9%. In January it was 12, then it dropped to 9, then 8. And it's what I've been saying for several months now. You're going to start seeing a lot of banks just reject and refuse short sales and leave the buyers hanging, because they can now go after the homeowners for deficiency judgments in 1099s. So if you see right here, 38% of all the people who have contracts on a home right now is a short sale, but only 8% are actually closing. So that's a little more than 1 in 5. So that's, if you're doing a short sale, just be prepared on those statistics. So we'll go over to March right here, and we're going to look. And one thing you're going to notice is overall the traditional sales have really jumped up dramatically. Last month in March, 894 homes sold traditional sales. Compared to February, it was 699. So 72% of all the sales are traditional, just regular home sales, not involving a bank, whether it's a bank owned or a short sale or whatever it is. And the same thing really went on. The one thing you'll notice looking at this is across the board, the sales really went up, especially in areas of price ranges of even 2 to 3, 3 to 5, and over 500,000. Over 500,000, the sales almost doubled, and from 300 to 500,000, last month 184 sold, and then you could see the month before it was 133. So big jump. In February, between 2 and 300,000, you have 200 homes sold, but in March it was 281. Big jump. And pendings also went up slightly, and active listings have sort of leveled off. They actually went down a little bit. So overall, the health of the market right now, we're just a little under 4 months of inventory, 3.92 months of inventory. As you know, from listen to me, a balanced market is 6 months of inventory, so it still leans more toward a seller's market. If you're a buyer and you're looking at buying, then I would, if you like a home, I would put an offer on it, because the chances are they may get another offer. And if you're a seller, I see it all the time. You need to price your home competitively, because if it's not in this market, it's just going to stay in the market. And I see that over and over from from sellers. They ask me when I go out and talk to them about home sales, they say, well, why has the home been in the market so long? And it's because they overprice it. And buyers are seeing this. And it just isn't traditional sellers that are doing this. Banks are overpricing homes. Sometimes people think we were in the year we were in last year. So anyhow, I hope that gives you a good overall assessment. Again, I have a ton of educational videos on my YouTube channel, my Tampa to Enjoy channel, and you could always visit one of my home buyer or seller webinars every week. I do them twice a week at tbuyerwebinar.com or tbsellerwebinar.com, and that TB for Tampa Bay. All right, have a great day, and if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to give me a call or send me an email. Great, and my website is tampatoenjoy.com. Goodbye.